So I don't give up on gardening, but so I think I figured out why my beets, some of them looked mottled, some of them looked regular, just like beets, and some of them looked like a cross between radishes, carrots, and beets. And it's because of like cross contamination, like there's a name for it, but I like to just learn things on my own and make my own mistakes and not follow like directions. And there's a negative and a positive to that. The negative is you mess up, like me planting seeds too close to each other so that they like hybridize. Maybe that's the word. If it's not, maybe it should be. So, carrots, my onions, my radishes, which this probably is radish. And then this is probably carrot. They might all be a loss. So I'm trying to think of it this way. Like, I'm not going to pull them because I'm worried about that. I'm just going to think of it as a learning experience. My animals can eat the green vegetation, but I also tried to eat the carrot looking beet. I did eat a piece of it, and it tastes like a bland radish. So I fed it to my guinea pigs. I mean, they loved it. Here I got my dill. It's coming in thick. And my mom said this looks like a carrot. I didn't plant that. Like, I have like a wild ass garden that is just doing crazy stuff. I'm a little generous and crazy and unorganized with the way I plant seeds. I just like it better that way. Like, I have all these huge sunflowers coming up. Like, I did not plant any sunflower in this bed. That's not what I wanted to do. But my daughter and I want to make a structure out of the stalks this year. We want to use corn and sunflower stalks to make a structure. So I'm just going to let them grow. I pulled a bunch. It is what it is. But yeah, my favorite thing in this bed right now is going to have to be my lettuce. I'm not sure if this is ready or what. It doesn't look like a normal head of lettuce, but it's like some off breed of lettuce. Like maybe butter let. I forgot what it's called. It's just like greens. I've been eating the weeds in this with my animals. Like this, let's see. This is dandelion that's edible. The roots are even better. This is dead nettle, and it's got the pretty purple flowers. So cilantro, I'll just pick, a leaf of cilantro and eat it while I'm gardening. That's the coolest part. And then you start to understand what plant family the so-called weed is in by its taste. So if it's sweet, it's this. If it's bitter, it's that. It's kind of cool. My corn hasn't really taken off. We've been having some cold spells. But my sweet peas, they're very cold hardy. I ordered a bird bath that's solar powered, and so it keeps the water running. So this thing is going to go bye-bye. It's impossible to keep this water clean for like even a day. But yeah, there's not a lot going on over here. There might be like some ants underground or something, but I'm not having really good luck with this over here yet. I got all that perlite down and everything. Over here, this is the start of an asparagus. Can you see that little buddy? This, I'm not well versed in growing marijuana. I don't know what this plant is doing, but if it keeps looking weird, I'm just gonna pull it because I got so many sprouts that one bad plant can ruin all of them. I just got to be careful and keep an eye on that one. Two of my neighbors over here stay stocked up on dog biscuits just for my dog. They have cats over there. They have no dogs. And the only two people that my dog doesn't bark at that live over there are those two people. She was just drinking rainwater. Aww. Hey. Uh-oh. So Katara just ran inside. This is the most drama that you're gonna find in my neighborhood. This is Stray. Hi, baby. I noticed the cat was here because the bunny started like slapping her hind legs on the ground. That's something that they do to seem threatening somehow to predators. It doesn't work at all, but I think it's cool. You know, at least they try. Bunnies can also run very fast. That bunny is as big as this cat, but still feels threatened by it. So that's just a nice observation. I don't have a cat. My dog is standing guard. He's like, F around and find out, feline. Like, look at his chest. When I hug him, it feels like I'm hugging a man. The ground is like memory foam right now. And I love walking like barefoot on the weeds and the soil too. And you know what I noticed is there's not just huge worms that poke through that soil. There's huge worms that poke through this soil. And look, here's a little hole. You would not think that that is from a worm, but it is. And I've seen it with my own eyes.